So, has anybody heard of the Union Club?
The old Union Club.
The old Union Club. Has anybody been in the old Union Club building?
Yeah.
At some point in your Tacoma lives, yeah. So the Union Club is a historic building. I'll pass this around. I'm sorry I don't have a bigger version of this. That's right over on Broadway, and I think 7th. It's that where Michael's on Broadway used to be, and has, I think, it was a historic social club in Tacoma that was built originally in 1888. And it's come under new ownership. The folks that I work for purchased it a year and a half ago, and they live in Tacoma, have lived here for many years, and had a passion for really keeping this building alive and have restored it, and we've turned it into a co-working space. So how many of you all know what a co-working space is? Can you share? What do you know of co-working spaces?
Friends of mine that are contractors in Seattle, often in the tech world, rent office space because they feel like they're more productive in like a typical office environment than they are sitting on their couch at home.
Right. So how many of you have ever worked from home, even if it was for a day or a week? Okay, how did that go for you? Out of curiosity.
Depends if the kids are home.
What's that?
Depends on if the kids are home or not.
Exactly. So I have worked for myself for about 4 years now, and I have worked from home, and with varying degrees of success. Sometimes the laundry is, yelling at me, or I go over to Mosey to the kitchen for a snack, and then an hour passes by. And so I personally, as someone who was working for myself, was really craving a community of people to work with, and also a place to go to every day that I had to dress up and feel professional to go to. And this is kind of a trend these days for people to do this, because there are more and more, a bigger proportion of our economy is people who work for themselves or who work for very small companies and that are remote, and that can work from anywhere. And technology has made this possible, and particularly in Tacoma, for people that maybe work for a big company in another part of the country or in Seattle, they want to not be able to face the commute every day. So, let me see here. So that's really what co-working is. It's really an opportunity to create community, and we have this beautiful historic building to do it in. So a lot of people, there have been studies that show that people that work in co-working spaces actually are more productive, end up getting, especially if one works for themselves and are looking for clients, find collaborators, and it increases even their bottom line. So and more than that, really what we are passionate about is creating community and supporting entrepreneurs and artists in Tacoma, which is continuing to be a growing community. So as you all know, this is a current picture. If you've driven by on Broadway, or if you've ever exited off of 705, right there, you've probably seen us doing construction. We've started work on the building about a year ago, since we got the permits, and we're currently rebuilding all the decks, the patios on the backside facing Commencement Bay. So those are going to be finished later this summer. And we encourage you, whether you are interested in co-working or you want to just come by and check the building out, we're there 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. We love when people come by, especially when you tell us stories about having had your wedding reception there or your high school reunion or what have you. So this is a picture of the inside of the building. A lot of the original furniture we've actually maintained and just reupholstered and revived. And so co-working spaces, what makes them a little bit unique is that you're often working in one big space with many people, and we have on the upper right side, you see there's individual desks. You can rent a desk, and it's all month to month. So maybe 1 month you're not sure if you want to sign a big lease and you just want to test it out. That's completely fine. It's only $250 a month right now to rent a desk, and you get 24/7 access. You get a key card. You swipe in. You can work 3 in the morning. It's fine with us, and leave things at your desk. Or if you want something a little more flexible, we have a floating membership, is what we call it. And for $175 a month, you can come by and basically work at whatever open desk is available. And right now there are a lot of open desks because we just opened last month, so we still have plenty of space. And later this fall, once we finish renovations on the rest of the spaces, how many of you guys have been down to the big event space with the big, in the building, with the big fireplace in it? A couple of you have seen it, yeah. So it's pretty big. We're going to be opening that up once we finish renovation to the public, and that's going to be open to anybody, including the Rotary Club, if you ever have public events. to rent it just for, you know, a couple hours, it can be a catered event. There's a big bar in the back for those of you that haven't visited. That's going to be open too. So whether or not you're a member, we really want the space to be a resource to the community. What's not pictured here is that we also have a big room that's going to be opening this fall for artists, for people who want big space to be able to work in with great light. There's going to be big artist tables and lockers for people to put away their art gear too. So it's a lot of really creative and artistic space, and also a really inspiring environment to work in. So there's many different ways to be involved, whether you want to come and work every day or have the flexibility to get out of your house and work, or one day. We also have a couple of private offices that are going to be opening up later this fall. And if you also just want to come by, we'd love to have you and see you in the building. And I talked with Jason about offering a special offer for you guys, and for your time and having me here today, we'd love to offer for any of you that want to just come and try it out for a day. Let me know. We'd love to schedule a tour with you, and we'll bring you around the building, show you what's to come as well, and come and work for a day and test it out and see how it is. I should also mention, of course, there's free Wi-Fi on all of the building. There's coffee, there's tea, there's a microwave, there's a dishwasher. We also are going to be organizing, as our membership grows, social events, educational events, teach-ins, to help small businesses and artists grow. So that's it. Thank you guys, and I'm open to taking any questions.